So yeah, Caitlin Clark has hatred in her heart for quite a few people. We all know JC. We all know Cody. And that's, look, at the WNBA level, that's really it. Right, there's people that we know she's not the biggest fan of, but I'm not going to say there's hatred in her. She has hatred in her heart for these people. But when it comes down to it, for some of them, abso-fucking-lutely. That being said, this is Caitlin Clark. I didn't even realize she was taunting the coach. I thought she was taunting the other team. No, she was taunting the coach. So let's take a look at this. She was taunting the Rashid Mazian. Like, Rashid Mazian says something to her as she's walking away. And she shushes the damn coach. She shushes the coach. And then for extra measure, has to do it again. As the coach is complaining to the referees. And they go and tee up Caitlin. And again, as the coach is complaining, continuously, she shushes the coach again. People are thinking she shushed the other team. No, she shushed the coach. She was shushing Rashid Mazian, which is crazy because I do know Rashid Mazian's pulled some bullshit on her. I remember watching him coach Belgium. He pissed me off then. I'm like, in fairness, that Belgium team looks so good. Turns out MMS basically coached that team. But yeah, that was a no quotes there at all. This is a very interesting one because you're now seeing Caitlin get into it with a coach she doesn't like. And I'm okay with that, by the way. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with Caitlin Clark being, for lack of a better word, on the court dickhead Caitlin. I'm okay with that. At the end of the day, it's a that's kind of what it is. And what it is, here's how Caitlin got the tech in the original one. Wonder what he said to make her shush, but it was horrible. He was telling his players to hack her all game. Like, he probably was. Which is the maddest part about it, is he probably was telling them to hack her. He's such a sore loser. Also, by the way, Caitlin must have done more. If you know Caitlin Clark, she doesn't retaliate unless provoked. Love this side of her. I really wonder. Is there anyone here who said what happened? First lady ref, that's where she teased her up, I guess, for taunting the opposing coach. Yeah. Absolutely. Which is a kind of crazy one because, look, I'm sorry. If a coach is shit talking a player and a player shit talks back, I'm like, look, I'm not going to pretend that's that is something that is the biggest deal in the world. But obviously, look, maybe they don't want shit talking to really be a thing, I guess. But clearly, it's got to work both ways. I wonder what Mazian said. Because it's not like it could have been anything about flopping or anything, because the Fever hit 3 back-to-back-to-back threes. All hockey assisted by Caitlin Clark. So, it's going to be it's got to be something. And imagine if Rashid Mazian suddenly spawns the MMS when halfway through the year. I wonder if she's going to go play. I wonder if there's a random team with cap space that's doing well and they randomly just spawn in MMS who is still an elite offensive player. Like we saw in EuroLeague this year. She can still really play. She just doesn't care that much about she just plays when she feels like it. She plays for who she feels like playing for, and she plays when she feels like it. But yeah, it's a very, very interesting one here to see that it was Caitlin's clapback at a coach. Like, it wasn't a clapback at a player. It wasn't shushing the crowd who were at her, because apparently that fan base was very much pro Indiana Fever. No, it was I'm gonna go after the coach. And yeah, I feel like it's very much like a thing now where we're seeing Caitlin Clark becoming the Caitlin Clark again. Tired of getting beat up Maul. I think she's done that before. Coach is always yelling at her and she was having none of it. I mean, probably. She shushed the coach 2+1 times. I mean, yeah, look, it is what it is. Rashid Mazian, by the way, it's not like the referees were, and again, she subbed off. Did she sub off at this stage? Or she was walking away and Layla Khan waved her off. I'm sorry, like, Caitlin cooked them. Caitlin absolutely cooked them. And there was nothing that the Connecticut Sun were able to do, or the Connecticut Sun coach was able to do. But yeah, this is very, very like new footage, and we didn't know who exactly she shushed. We knew she got tech for shushing, but obviously, I'd say a different ball game, a different story when it's basically she got teed up for shushing a coach. Basically being like, no, fuck this. And shushing a coach. Like, that's, in fairness, like, when you're looking at players and you're looking at what you kind of want out of Caitlin. Again, you don't want to see her get teed up, but like, I'm sorry, Caitlin's at her best when people are shit talking her. And she uses that as motivation. There's a lot of players that are like that. And that is when Caitlin's at her best. Caitlin's not at her best when she's trying to be buddy-buddy with everybody. Caitlin's at her best when she plays with an edge. And some players, again, the edge can ruin them. Other players, the edge can be what turns them into one of the best players in the world, or the best player in the world. And if Caitlin doesn't play with that edge, she struggles. She tends to struggle. But yeah, as I was about to say, I was like, you know, players like Angel Reese are like that, but she is currently getting absolutely dicked on by Izzy Harrison while shooting 2 of 13 from the field. She has taken the most shots on her team, and she has 5 points. Yeah, not ideal. But yeah, that is pretty much it, lads. That is the video. That is what happened. I will see you guys in the next one.